Something that we found really interesting while you were in the house was your dad. He's a really great guy.
Great guy.
Like, he was just all over the place. There was one time he was like, if kid wins, I'll make sure he shares. I was like, first of all, it's my money, Dad. Like, you were not here. Have you talked to your dad?
Briefly, just let me know I'm safe and stuff. Honestly, I've had so much to do. I'm pretty sure my dad's very busy, by the way. I mean, if you know his schedule, you won't believe it. So I just let him know I'm safe. I'm in Lagos, I'm doing media rounds, I'm here for so and so amount of time. Once I get back to Abuja, obviously I'll come see him, but I speak to my family. They're just happy that I'm safe and they want to know where I am.
And how do they feel about you and Erica? Did they talk to you about that at all?
Yeah. So I didn't speak to them about it, but what I've been told from my people and what I've seen, my dad I think my dad likes her. He's throwing his support behind this marriage he said he's going to do for us.
Yeah.
This Versace marriage or whatever. So I know that my family like her. So everything's positive towards her. If I like her, I think they would like her as well. Okay.
We've heard a lot of things about you. I mean, since you've come out. One is that you have a girlfriend. So you just tell me what is real or not real.
Yeah.
One is you have a girlfriend. The second one is kid has a kid. That's the second one. Which one of them is true or false?
Both of them are absolutely false.
Both of them are false.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're both false.
Okay.
It was a video of you and a girl, and we thought that was People just say, people, even though there's a picture of you, there was a conversation, about Cuppy, DJ Cuppy, right?
Yeah.
And recently, there's somebody just making that's viral right now of you guys had a conversation. She posted did you like DJ Cuppy? Would you date someone like DJ Cuppy?
Would I date? First of all, me and Cuppy go way back. Like, she's actually one of my best friends.
Okay.
One of my best friends. My dad and her dad are very close. Me and her are very close. We have the same group of friends. Like, we're very, very tight. I can speak to her about anything.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's like the definition of like a wife.
I think people keep thinking that girls and guys can't be friends.
Yeah, obviously, like my best friend is a guy.
When I really like a woman in terms of how I feel around her and how she makes me feel, I really respect that and don't cross that boundary of into a relationship. I'm not gonna be there touching your leg or like trying to make any kind of promiscuous movement on you because I respect.
So she's just your friend.
So just your friend.
So yeah, she's just my friend, really close friend. Like I love her for that. And I love her in and out. Like Cuppy's my girl. Shout out to Cuppy.
Good.
Okay.
And that's why we have interviews like this. So sometimes people have a different perception of stuff, and you gotta have the chance. Like they say, you hear from the horse's mouth.
All right. Let's just say that you're going to be a very rich person, Prince. Like once you open the salon, because people just want to see you. They'll be like, is Prince around? That's the person I want to do my hair. Like, yay!
I'm up for that.
Exactly. But when it comes to hair, like I feel like we're really interested by that. What can you do? Can you do everything? Can you do? When they say on Instagram, where's the lace? What lace?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Those frontals. Yeah.
Fringe,
you can do all of that.
Yeah. I actually worked in a salon.
Okay.
I didn't do it because I wanted to use it to earn a living. That's back in 2012. I was at home. I was seeking admission. I hadn't gotten admission. I was bored. So I was like, I didn't want to stay in the house all the time because I'm somebody that I like to learn new stuff. Actually, there were stuff that I can do that I haven't even done in the house. At some point, I was learning makeup from my sister, and I still know how to do it.
Okay.
So at that time I was like, okay, let's go learn how to make hair. And I worked in the salon for 1 whole year and everything. And after that I never used it. Went to school, finished, I never used it. The only people I made their hair in between were girls
that you dated.
Yeah,
like, don't worry girl, I'll make your hair. But you were very competitive in the house. Like, you were like really emotional if you like didn't get what you wanted. Do you think that kind of contributed to them wanting you out?
Definitely. I feel like the housemates were kind of scared of me. Not that they were I'm not taking anything away from them. They were amazing in their own competition and everything, but they felt like this nigga is just going to do too much. Like it became very obvious they couldn't hide it anymore. When we're doing a task and I stand up, or when we're doing like the arena games or stuff like that, and I stand up there like 20, you do it in 20 seconds. Yeah, and they were like, they weren't saying it as a compliment, they were saying it like out of spite or something like that. When it got to stuff like there was one time that we had to like do stuff and hide balls and stuff, so for the next person to come and do, And when I stood up, they were like, hide it well, it's Prince that's going next. I'm like, nigga, it's not that serious.
So, I mean, in retrospect, do you wish that you had like not shown that much of that side?
I actually liked it. You know, be scared of me. Do you get?
That's
be
a good
scared of me
strategy anyway.
Yeah, it wasn't even a strategy. That's the kind of person I am. Whatever I'm doing, I like to give 100%. I don't want to do something, and when it doesn't work, I feel like probably if I had done more, probably because I was laid back or did. No, I give 100%, and if it doesn't work, I feel like okay, fine, because it was fate. I wasn't supposed to get it, and not because I didn't give my best. So I give my best every single time.
Are you tired of hearing Erica questions?
In a way, yes, because man, I want the girl to shine in her own light, and I feel like when people keep using my name, I feel like she feels that will be the only reason why she's shining, and she's super talented.
Give them water for God's sake.
The same question, because you know, I mean, things you saw, or maybe you're not the same, but the fact is that things you heard about yourself from a housemate that you didn't like. When you stepped out.
First of all, I just got my phone last night, and between last night and now, I haven't really gone through anything because I don't even have control of my social media accounts yet. You know, so all I'm just sharing is like, oh, have you seen this video? And someone just pleased me like Leon Clip. I think I've just seen like 2 or 3. But the one that I saw, I heard about that was very displeasing to me is the fact that Neil said something about in the diary session about the story I said about my dad being my hero and everything. He said that he feels I was lying about it.
For me, that was a low blow. Sorry, cut you off. For me, that was a low blow on his behalf.
I felt like he felt that I was lying a lot, and I just made that all up for pity. And I don't know why someone that I consider my hero, I want to, especially my dad, the kind of respect I have for him and everything for my family, I want to be that condescending.
That's crazy. That's above the line.
People actually know you on the outside, and if you're going to lie about anything, why would you lie about your dad? Because they can decide to just go to your house.
True.
I have classmates who knew me from little to now. They can just post a picture. Oh, well, that's his dad, and it will fuck everything up for me. So why would
it will kind of mess everything up for you because it's the afternoon and we can't swear on radio. All right.
Okay, kid. You're a very free-spirited guy. I mean, you're an open-minded person, and I think what I liked about you was the fact that you don't pick people's fight. You don't pick up. I mean, you're almost like you will always want to know people based on how they are, right? And I want to start with the question of how do you feel about Laycon? How do you feel about Laycon?
Laycon, I think, is a talented individual. I like his music. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I like his music. I also like his story and how he came up and how he got to the house and how he's used music as a way to express himself. You know, I love artists. I love music. So when I knew that he could do music, I was instantly drawn to that. There was even times when me and him would freestyle in the house, one-on-one. We were going back to back. When we were playing IO, or we were playing board games, like, me and him would be freestyling back to back. Do you understand? And I challenged him well. I mean, we enjoyed that. I even created a thing in the house called Late Night Sessions. Where one time it was very bloody. Like Neo had to sleep on his own bed.
Crazy.
After the
I asked that question because I was going somewhere. Because there was a conversation about your handler. I mean, your page handler, who that said he or she was going to destroy whatever relationship you and that Laycon ever had. You know, if you get out of the house, I mean, that was that he or she was going to destroy that relationship you guys ever had. And the thing is, you know, we saw that you and Laycon bonded so much in the house. You guys had a great time, even regardless of whatever happened. Do you still feel the same way? Do you still feel the things you probably said you're going to do with him, the business deals you're going to have with him? Are you still going to do that?
Absolutely.
Or do you have a different perception about him now?
I think the boy is super talented. I think I don't mix business and personal stuff together. I just don't, because it makes no sense. Do you understand? I think Laycon is talented, and I know there'll be some stuff to do with him to do with music, and I'm never going to take that away from him. When he comes out of the house and he hits me up, we'll sit down and talk, because I know he'll be busy. So I'll be waiting for his call. Once we get there, you know, we can sit down and see what he wants. I have an idea what he wants, but you know, it might change when he gets out. So if he reaches out to me, I'll help.
Now, who do you think is going to make it to the top 5? Certainly, Let's start
Let's
from
start with
Kid.
first.
Who's gonna make it to the top 5?
Yeah.
So right now it's Neo and V that are there already.
Yeah, and
then
Nengi.
Nengi, and then it's Tricky.
Lakon's not. Yeah.
Tricky. So what is left is Tricky.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Tricky and Ozzy are going out.
Okay, that's what you think.
They're going out.
Okay.
So who do you think you feel might win it?
Since they've been out, I feel the vibe, people are moving towards Lekon because of his music. But I also wouldn't be surprised if Dorothy sneaks in there. I feel like with Nengi, in my opinion, I'm not sure she's done enough to show people who she is. I feel like the other ones have a bit more personality about her. Since I've been out, Nengi's a great girl in the house and stuff, but since I'm now looking as a fan watching the show, from what I can see, Dorothy and Lekon have some personality about them. But whoever wins, by the way, deserves to win. First and foremost, you cannot say because Lekon or Dorothy didn't win does not mean Tricky or Ozzy didn't deserve to win. Whoever gets there deserves to win. So shout out to all of them, man. I wish you guys the best.
Prince.
Personally, I mean, everybody knows I have a bias towards Dorothy because she's like my bestie. And then Lekon is my guy. You know, I remember telling him that I'm his biggest fan. I know all of his songs that he ever sang inside the house. So, and also coming out of the house, what I've seen so far, it looks like everybody's drifting towards Lekon, so it's fine. Shout out to the icons. Dorothy, I love Dorothy. I hope she wins, you know, and I will encourage people who love me to go vote for her and keep her in the house. But every other person, I mean, if they win, fine, you know, they deserve it as well. For being
How do you feel like Dorothy was crying when you left? She was like,
I mean, I felt so touched because I know that while we were in the house, the last set of house game that we played and I lost, and we both lost because we had this plan of so I'll win and you pick me for deputy. Then next week we think there's going to be veto. So if I win, I will replace you and all of that. But she told me that if she leaves this house before me, that she wants me to win. I was like, no, you're not going to leave. I will leave. And I want you to win. So it was like a back and forth thing that we were doing. And she was like, lose my number. We're not talking about it.
Now, I mean, power moves because, you know, we're wrapping this up. And so, Kid, I mean, what's the first thing we'll be looking out for? What would you be doing? I mean, you're here now, you know. So what would you be doing? Power moves. What are the things you'll be doing with this?
Guys, honestly, there's so much have been thrown at me already, offer-wise, that my team don't want to tell me. That my team don't want to actually tell me the rest because they don't want my head to blow or whatever. So there's a lot of things on the table. One thing I can for sure say, I'm going to go into acting. Movies, definitely that. I think Mazzy feels the same way. Presenting as well. I love presenting. I feel like it's my natural character to have a mic and present.
You could do it, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is that I'm not trying to be arrogant, but there's so many things I can do. I haven't even mentioned cooking yet or doing a cooking show. There's so many things. I think for me, the next moves is one, find my spiritual journey again. I have to get back on the spiritual journey because I'm going to need that going forward. So God, I need to bring him completely back into my life, find my spiritual journey, get back into gym to get mentally fit and physically fit, and then just evaluate all the options on the table. But you'll be seeing a lot of me this year for sure.
Okay, Prince.
For me, I mean, I feel like
silent.
That one day for sure.
That one day we could run out, definitely. But I feel like I have a whole lot of other talents that I want to explore, like acting, like I said, presenting. I told Ibuka I wanted to, before I even came on the show, I wanted to be the Ibuka that can act. You know, so presenting as well. Agriculture, that's where the money is. That's where it's going.
Smart move, bro.
You know, there's so many. I believe that so many offers are there, and I had like a fashion line before I even came into the house. You know, so that as well. Like I know definitely that there's no billionaire in the world that has one stream of income. You have to have multiple streams of income.
That's
and
100.
you guys should just keep expecting. I don't want to lay down everything that's on the table and what we're bringing you guys. We have to keep it interesting, keep it fresh. You know, when you know what we're going to do, when we bring it out, it's not going to be fresh. So definitely pay attention to your screens, pay attention to this phase. You're going to be seeing me for a very long time.
Can I just really wrap up? I don't want anyone to misquote me on what I said about Cuppy. I love her, she's my girl. And I think people tend to misquote what I say and then make it seem like a 6-way relationship type thing. I love it. She's one of my best friends. So
and that's good. That's why. Like I mean, like I said, it's good for interviews like this. Sometimes questions might come at you. I mean, for someone who asked the question and said, "Do you feel the same?" Did Erica's disqualification? Did you feel? Do you feel she'll be betrayed that you've been friends with Laycon at some point? You know, some people ask those kind of questions. It's good to clear things like that. Like based on what you just said, everybody's good. And I want to tell everyone, the fact is, see, fame is fickle. You know, it comes, it goes. It's what you use with, you do with it that happens.
While you have it.
Exactly. And people won't try to picture yourselves against yourselves. First of it, you must have your instincts intact. You must have a foresight and listen. Sometimes pay attention to your instincts and have a mind of your own. Trust me.
Absolutely.
And it will work for you guys. Well, thank you guys for coming on the show.
Pleasure.
Shout out to Kid Wire and Prince. And thank you.